What's up, wake up, wealth up, everyone. It is your favorite mompreneur and deal diva of the 21st century, Melanie Williams, coming to you from Boutique House Enterprises. I just wanted to drop this encouragement to anyone out there who may be working a business, who may be just trying to be a helper in whatever way it is that you want to help. I just caught a live video from one of my mentors and business partners, Bethany Rucker of the Rucker Report, and she made me think about this video that I'd seen by Darius Daniels. He's a pastor on rejection rehab, and it was talking about the 5 types of people that you can't help. So I'm going to share that with you guys right now. 5 types of people that you can't help. The first thing that he did was to go over some scriptures. Y'all, don't mind me. Was to go over some scriptures in the Bible in relationship to these 5 types of people you can't help. And the first scripture he gave was Matthew chapter 10, verses 13, verses 14, verses 16. I'm going to read them all. I'm reading the NIV version. Matthew 10:13 reads, "If the home is deserving, let your peace rest on it. If not, let your peace return to you." So what he was saying in relation to this scripture is that we are all instinctively helpers. Everyone's purpose in life is to help someone in some way, and it's not just determined by our willingness. It is equally affected by people's openness. You know, their openness determines your effectiveness. And it says that, in this scripture, he's saying, we go to people, especially those people who are near and dear to us, with things that we want to help them out with. And, when they reject us, it's just saying that, hey, if they don't listen, you just keep on going. Don't let that mess up your peace. That is actually Bethany Rucker of the Rucker Report calling me right now, but I want to finish this video before I answer her. And as I was saying, it's saying, don't let that mess up your peace. You came with that energy to help them. They can either receive it or not. You leave with that. You take your peace back with you and you go on about your way. Matthew 10 verse 14 reads, "If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, leave that home or town and shake the dust off your feet." In other words, don't take that baggage with you. You went to them, you gave them what it was that they don't want to listen. You turn around, you walk on up out of there and shake the dust off. Shake it off. Don't carry that weight of somebody rejecting your help. Don't carry that weight of somebody saying no to something that is going to be beneficial to them. Turn around, shake it off, go to the next one. Go to somebody who is definitely going to listen to what it is that you have to say. Uh-oh. She's sending me messages now, guys. It's all right. Matthew 10 verses 16 read, "I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves." Now, what that means, shrewd means to be smart, be on your toes. I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Sending you out to people who may devour you. You're going out in your good conscience and your good nature among people who are ready to stomp you down for whatever it is that you bring it. You always find that person that always got something negative or something counter to say to the good stuff that you may be saying to them. So he says he's sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore, be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Be as shrewd as snakes. Be as smart as a snake. Snakes crawl around on their belly in grass and dirt among thousands of feet. They're out in these deserts. They're out in grasslands or whatever. And there's tons of animals out there walking around. And the snake doesn't get trampled on. But when he does get trampled on, when somebody does step on him, he wants to turn around and lash out, right? So he's saying be as shrewd as snakes. Be slick enough to be among them and not get stomped on. But should you get stomped on, you be as innocent as a dove. You don't turn around and lash out at them because they stepped on you, because your feelings are going to get hurt. But if you go back and you try to tit for tat hurt their feelings because they done, stepped on yours, then it goes nowhere. You just undermined any good thing that you've just said, because now they focusing on the attack that you just gave them because they attacked you, right? So let me go through the list of the people that you can help. The 5 people that you cannot help. You cannot help a person that doesn't think they need it. Whether you can see they need it, whether you know they need it, whether they said it out their mouth and still don't get it in their head. If they don't think they need it, you cannot help them. That is the person that you have to leave with your peace. You have to take your peace with you and go on about to the next people. We can't help people who don't want it from you. How many times have you said something 1,000,000 times to the same person, yet they walk in a room with another person and that person said the exact same thing that you said, and the light pops on for them like you ain't been saying it to them for 20,000 years, right? You can't help a person that don't want the help from you. You just can't. You can give everybody everything but openness. Rejection from those we're attempting to help infects us differently. Not affects us, but infects us differently. That rejection can produce bitterness. It produces bitterness in you when you decide that you don't want to help you don't want to attempt to help anybody else after that. It's like, forget it. I try to help people and this is what they do. I ain't helping nobody. You don't want that. Don't get you now. You let yourself become infected, and you don't want that. Keep your heart open, just like the people that you want to reach. You want them to have that openness. You have to keep your heart open. I'm reading from my notes, guys. And that's why you feel that way, because you are working from your heart. So you take that personally when someone rejects the help that you know they need and that you're trying to give them, because it's from your heart. You gotta let that go. Just because we have the power and the plan don't mean they will listen. You cannot convince someone to take medicine if they don't believe they're sick, right? Some people you can't convince to take medicine when they know they're sick and the medicine can help them. Those the people that have the 9,000 reasons why the medicine ain't right, why it ain't good, and they don't need it. They'll live forever without it, right? So the second type of person that you can't help people who know they need it but don't want it. Everything that is bad don't feel bad, right? That's why you got people that diabetics and they still eating wrong, and they're supposed to eat right. It don't feel bad to them until it feel bad to them, right? Everything that's bad don't feel bad. You overweight. Some people don't even attempt to correct that until all the functions of their body start being affected by it. But they love that food, so they're going to keep doing it. Everything that is bad don't feel bad. People drink too much, but it don't feel bad to them, so they keep doing it. So y'all get what I'm saying here? The third type of person you can't help. You can't help people who don't want it yet. Some people know they need it. Some people want it, but they're not ready yet to turn over and do what it is that they need to do to get whatever the issue is fixed. They are content in where they are right now. And later on, you may be able to come back to them and they'll be like, okay, I'm ready. But you can't help them if they're not ready yet. You don't give up on people, but you got to give some people up. Okay, some people you just have to walk away from and be like, you know what? You're going to have to work with this person over here. I'm going to tell them about you so that they can help you, but I can't help you. I need to give you up to somebody else. I'm not giving up on you, but I have to give you up because you and me not working. Y'all get that? I hope y'all taking notes. I gave y'all number 4 out of sequence. Is we can't help people who don't want it from you. I gave you that one out of sequence. But number 5 is you can't help people who aren't willing to do what it takes to get whatever it is that they need. You cannot hold people's hand and make them do things that are for them, because as soon as you stop, they stop too. And that only wears on you, because you're the one doing the work. They're not doing it. They're only coming along because you're dragging them along, pulling them. People who want it, who really want it and are committed to doing it, they will be running ahead of you like, what do I do next? You know, I figured this part out. Come on up here, let me show you. You don't have to drag them around. So I just had to get this out because she was making such great points with the video she did. And I think I am eventually going to do a live recapping what she said and adding my own to it because it was so on point. But these are the 5 types of people that you can't help. 5 types of people that you can't help. I'm going to go over them again. The first one is you cannot help a person that doesn't think that they need it. Don't waste your time, y'all. If they don't think they need it, you got to push on. Second, you can't help people who know that they need it but don't want it. Because everything that is bad don't feel bad to you. Number 3, you can't help people who don't want it yet. They don't want it yet. Those people you can revisit. But don't try to pound it into them because then it goes into a back and forth. And now they hiding from you like you know, trying to give them a disease. Number 4, we can't help people who don't want it from you. Some people just don't want it from you. You may have all the answers. You may have laid out the plan correct, but they need to hear from somebody else. And that's okay. Let them hear from somebody else. Your goal is only to help them. So if they get the help that they need from somebody else, then you've accomplished what you set out to do. And number 5, you can't help people who aren't willing to do what it takes to get it. If you got to drag them kicking and screaming the whole time, soon as you let go, they gone. Don't waste your time. Some people you have to give up. Not give up on, but give to somebody else. Let somebody else get them where they need to be. It don't have to be you. If you can get them to someone else who can get them to where they need to be, your work is still done. I hope that's what's up so you can wake up and get your wealth up. Until next time, live each day as if it's impossible to fail and possible to be greater than the day before, because it absolutely is.